My name is Eloi, and I am old. These days, I'm content to look out at the world from high in the White Arch. But when I was younger, I traveled the world and saw many great wonders. And of all the tales I could tell, none is more wonderful than that of Adam, Prince of Mo. In those times, the Tyran were once again on the rampage, thirsty for blood and carnage. Their leader was the dreaded Marcus Rex. The years of uneasy peace had come to an end. The trust that had once united humans and dinosaurs was lost, and none could stem the pitiless tide that swept down from the north. In all the lands, there was but one place of safety, the Citadel at Mo, in the kingdom of Mashar. King Gregor, Adam's father, brooded within the castle's massive walls, unwilling or unable to see that Marcus Rex would never stop until the whole world lay bleeding at his feet. My story begins on the very day Prince Adam came of age. I had just arrived at Mo with grave news from the north.
Well, that was quite the long intro. Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and as part of a month or so of Dino, today I'm taking a first impressions look at Lost Eden, a point-and-click adventure game set in a world where dinosaurs and humans are both sentient species with their own kingdoms. So it just kind of dropped me in here. I guess we are in the Citadel of Mo, and we are Prince Adam, who, I guess if you right-click here, you can see this is presumably us. I'm not really sure what the point of this screen is, but it looks like if you click on him, you get the options, which is where you can save and everything. Also, this is some pretty, like, chill, kind of like synthwave music almost. I probably don't know the genre. I'm bad with genres. Anyhow, let's see. So we got our fancy 3D cursor here. And it looks like it shows us if we can actually do something. So we can go forward, or we can go this way. Alright, I'm not really sure what that was. The point of that was we just ran in a circle around the room. I guess we'll go forward then.
Adam, Counselor Monk look for you. King want you in throne room. Adam not leave. King orders. Thug obey king.
What race do you think Thug here is supposed to be? Because he's kind of got some like ape-like features, but he's also got like a horn and tusks. I don't know what the fuck he's supposed to be.
Adam.
Okay, so he won't let us out, so I guess that's the entrance. So, this way? These beats, they never let up. I guess I can't talk to any of the guards. Was that a shield? Okay, so we got 3 doors here. Let's try the door on the right. Alright. I guess I cannot interact with this door yet. So, maybe that's for later. What about over here? Oh, that gate opened. Is this like the torture chamber? Prison? I mean, there's like a spinning murder wheel there, and there's just bones on the floor. They don't even clean up in here. What are you supposed to be? Alright, I guess we're not talking to that guy either. So middle one it is. Man, you like zip around really quickly during those transitions. If throne room's here, I guess it would be this way? Underground? Like a throne room in the bomb shelter?
Ah, Prince Adam, it's a great honor to meet you.
Is this young Eloi?
Adam, my son, I asked old Monk to send you here. I fear this day of your coming of age will not be the joyous occasion we had planned. This is Eloi, and he brings grave news from the north. Eloi?
My lords, the city of Shamar has been attacked and destroyed by the Tyran. The humans there have been slaughtered and taken for food. There are few survivors.
Why does his head twitch so much when he talks? Like he's still doing it. His weird like forehead twitch. Please stop doing that.
Shamar destroyed. It seems Murkus Rex and his Tyran hordes will not rest until the whole world has been turned to blood and ashes.
Also, it seems that the king's crown is just made out of bones.
You see the dangers which lie outside our fortress, Adam. Its mighty walls are all that stand between us and destruction. You must remain within the Citadel. This is my order.
King Grumpydad says we can't leave the Citadel to go save the world. So you know we're just gonna have to find our own way out.
You are my only surviving child, the heir to the throne of Mashar. Your duty is here in the Citadel of Mo with your people. Never forget that your sister and your mother, my beloved Jelana, were murdered not more than 1 day's march from here. The same fate must not befall you.
Does everybody just have like weird animated tics, like the way his arm just kind of twitches there. Alright, so he doesn't want us to leave.
You?
What about you, Eloi?
I may visit you in your room later.
Please don't, that's creepy.
I may visit you.
Do you have anything else to say? Alright. And can't look around the throne room. I guess we'll go to our room and hope that Pteranodon guy wants to talk. Is this the king's room? Not exactly very fancy. And you got a bearskin rug, a sword, a jug, that's some kind of skull. Okay. This appears to be like a crypt.
This curious tablet was taken from Wukong, the captured Tyran general, whose roaring keeps everyone awake. I have studied the tablet for many years, but it remains a mystery.
Is he still captured, or is the tablet the one making like the screaming?
Here are your ancestors, embalmed for eternity. And here they will all remain until the citadel crumbles to dust, or is captured by Tyran.
Just, like propped up? Just hanging out here? Like those other ones don't even have stone things to lean on. Oh, we just got a new music track?
Ah, Prince Adam, I know you seek knowledge of the world outside the Citadel, but do not judge your father too harshly. Your safety is his prime concern. It is a great pity that the science of building the citadels has been lost. For only with this knowledge can we stand up to the strength of the Tyran. But alas, your great ancestors' secret has been lost forever. Only here at Mo are we safe from Morcus Rex. If only the great secret could be rediscovered.
So we got some lost technology going on. Though I don't think you'd be able to just build another citadel in time.
Prince Adam, take this talisman. It is my coming-of-age gift to you. Prince Adam, take...
If you right-click it, replays. So we got a talisman. Don't know what it does. Can't use it on myself. Just gonna put that back.
Oh. Forgive me for entering your room, Prince Adam, but I have a message which should not reach the king's ears.
So I guess I had to talk to that other guy to progress the trigger to get him to show up in my room.
The female Dina wishes urgently to speak with you outside.
What kind of female are we talking here? Because that seems very vague in this world.
She has unlocked the gate to the side entrance, so you'll be able to slip out without being seen. It's my duty as a guest of your father to remind you of his wishes.
I mean, you should just tell me how to break his wishes, so don't try to be blameless
I
here.
understand you're curious about the world outside. Perhaps you'll find this small stone of interest.
Alright, so we're already starting to gather a collection of junk that I don't know what the purpose of is.
Dina is waiting for you.
Okay. So you said side entrance, so is it this gate over here on the side? Because we can't go past Thug. Dina appears to be a female Parasaurolophus.
Adam, you have come. My grandfather Tao is dying and begs to speak with you. Let me take you to him. No one will see us.
There's something weirdly off-putting about her general face structure. Alright, I guess she's joined my party? She's on this screen now, and she's at the top of the...
My grandfather Tao is...
Alright, let's go see your grandfather, who hopefully lives nearby. And then we journeyed for many days to the top of the mountain. Seriously, how did we go somewhere snowy from where we were? Does he just live in like a cave by himself? Is he gonna be like some seer? Still have a totally human-looking bed, though, despite being a Parasaurolophus.
Wait, you...
Wait, don't steal his shit. He's not dead yet.
Ah, you have come, and in spite of your father's orders, I respect his feelings, but there are things that I must tell you while there is still time. As you know, the Citadel of Mo was built during the reign of your great-grandfather, the architect. Now, he had a Saurian friend named Gra, who knew the mysterious secret of the Citadel's construction.
Well, it does sound pretty great.
But when the enslaver, your grandfather, came to the throne, Gra was hunted down with the others.
Did all of the kings have, like, some title based on things they did?
The enslaver left him to die deep beneath the citadel in the crypts of abandon.
That does sound like a place where you would leave someone to die.
You must go to the crypts. My granddaughter will go with you. She knows the way, and she understands those whom you may not.
Oh, she can talk to the torture guy.
It is true. I have the gift of understanding those who speak in strange tongues.
Gra is dead, but his secret lies with his remains in the crypts of abandon. You have come of age, Adam. You must do what your father has never been willing to do.
It's like some weird filters coming over his voice.
Before I depart this life, I want to give you this shell. It is an object of power.
Yeah, if I get like 19 more of those, I can buy an upgrade for my boat.
With it, you can call out to me in the Valley of Mists. If it is in my power to help you, I will. It is time. The ancestors beckon me. Farewell, my children.
Grandfather Tao will know peace amongst the ancestors. He deeply regretted that your father refused to listen to him. But by your coming here, at least he died contentedly, with hope for the future.
She certainly doesn't seem to mind him being dead, but maybe among their Parasaurolophus culture, they take death differently? Alright, so he gave us a shell that'll let us talk to his ghost. I don't actually know how to use things, like...
You can find the way.
Okay, so we can hold it up to our ear.
Grandfather Tao treasured that knife. It once belonged to Gra himself, and bears his mark.
Alright, so we'll show that to his ghost, or his corpse, or whatever. You gonna bury him, or just leave him in this cave? I'm not really sure what this thing here is either. This, like, jar thing with holes in it? It's got light coming out of it? Whatever. Some kind of sconce, I'm sure. Alright, so...
Poor Grandfather Tao. I loved him deeply.
Yes, you sound very shaken about his death. Alright, let's journey back to the Citadel. We've been gone for days. I mean, I'm guessing there's a mountain near the Citadel. And back through the side entrance that I guess nobody actually locked. Alright.
I cannot follow you into that room. Its aura is so evil, steeped in pain and suffering. I have never felt it so strongly. I only wish I had the courage to go with you.
Well, I mean, it is a torture chamber. Okay, so she won't go in there, but she can talk to the torturer guy, who might be able to tell me how to get where I need to go.
So you've seen him. It's a shame he can't speak. He'd have much to tell you.
Now, she said she can't do it because she needs courage, so what if I gave her this necklace of courage the other guy gave me?
I feel brave enough to go into the executioner's chamber.
Puzzle solved.
Shall we go?
Yes,
Poor
let's. Alright, so I've solved the puzzle, surprisingly. I thought I might just get stuck somewhere in this video. Point-and-click adventure games are not something I have a lot of experience with, not because I'm not interested in playing them, but because they kind of stopped being a major thing before I got into PC gaming, really. So, I'm sure I would play a lot of them, and I own a decent few on Steam, I just haven't got around to it yet.
I can explain what Jabba the Executioner says. When he was no more than a boy, his tongue was cut out by the enslaver to silence him. He saw and did terrible deeds. He feels great shame.
So, she can understand strange languages, but he doesn't have a tongue, so it's not like he's talking some weird foreign language, he just can't talk.
He is giving you a gift on this day of your coming of age.
Great, I can't tell what that is. It's like a bone or something. There's no way to examine these either. I have no idea what this is. Can you tell me what this is?
The executioner said it belonged to one of your ancestors.
Okay.
Are you trying to bite yourself?
I don't know, what is this? A tooth? I wonder if I could just use stuff on myself.
Don't do it, Adam. We need you.
I just wanted to see what it was.
I think we should go to...
Well, I don't know where Graw's cell is, because it's in the... I'm trying to remember, the Catacombs of Abandonment or something? Alright, so Monk is this guy down here. Let's go ask him about these chambers.
Good day, Monk. You're looking well.
Dina, it's too long since I saw you last. I heard your grandfather was ill. I hope he is recovering.
Actually, he's dead, but thanks.
Grandfather Tao's spirit has traveled to the Valley of Mists. Adam and I were with him when he died.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. We all respected him.
Except the king. Alright, so... can I just jam this into one of these mummies? Oh, you know what? I actually remember that mummy having teeth. Right? He's got like the weird fang teeth, so we just shove this in here. Man, this music is just really weird. Especially because it just kind of plays constantly, no matter what's happening.
Listen to old Warkong bellowing at him. Remember how frightened you were as a child?
Does anyone, like, feed this prisoner? Or is he an angry ghost? You know, I'm starting to think that maybe we are the baddies.
I cannot enter this place. Even with the talisman, there are terrors inside, which I can...
Alright, I'll check out the terrors myself. Is this Gra? No, because he was, some kind of dinosaur, right? Okay. I put the tooth in him and he collapsed. Which opened the door. Okay, here's Warkong, who just blows a trumpet?
The trumpet was grandfather's idea. Warkong made sounds like that. When he died, Tao replaced him with an iguana who blows the trumpet to frighten intruders away. It sounds like Warkong is still alive.
Wait, Do you mean that the iguana who blows the trumpet makes it sound like Murkong is still alive? Or is that a separate statement, and you think he's not actually dead but still alive?
I suppose Tao was afraid that someone might discover the way into Gra's cell and destroy the secrets he left behind. I followed you here, Adam. You had to pass the test of courage alone, without your talisman. And so, I had to pretend to be afraid.
Was the courage test just not being afraid of the trumpeting sound? Also, that is a very large thing to be called an iguana. It kind of just looks like they've trapped some other dinosaur person here.
Those are the remains of Murkong, the Tyran general, captured by your father years before you were born, Adam. Yes, in those days, he fought the Tyran raiders. But when he took Jelana as his queen, and your sister was born, he grew afraid for their safety, and since their deaths, he has lost all hope of victory. And Murkus Rex has grown bolder with the years. His hunting parties have become invasions.
Alright, so...
I have already seen that prism. Grandfather said it could be used to see beyond the surface of things.
I also can't seem to use objects on other objects, so that's important to know. So we're just gonna leave this guy down here? Okay.
These are the frescoes your father refused to look at. Look. One shows dinosaurs building a citadel for humans. They built many. The Tyran had good cause to fear us. The secret of Gra is here, Adam. He and your ancestor, the architect, realized that strength lay in combining our forces.
I like how there's a human on a stegosaur, and they're both stabbing this guy, and there's a human up here stabbing him. And then there's just kind of like some kind of a patasaur in the background, and over here, just a pteranodon hanging out by himself, like, yeah, you guys got it covered. There's also a bunch of dudes here with spears. Some skeletons down there.
Together, humans and dinosaurs could and did stand up to the might of the Tyran. The dinosaurs needed to eat while they built the citadels, so while they worked, the humans farmed the land and grew food for the builders.
You kind of sound like you already knew all this.
The building could not have been completed without humans and dinosaurs working together as equals. Once the citadel had been built, men were able to defend themselves and the dinosaurs against the invaders. Our races were strong, Adam. They had no fear of Tyran. They pushed the enemy back into the barren north, where they stayed for many years. Think of it. The Tyran were too afraid to attack. And what made it all possible was the unity of our races. That is the secret, Adam. That is the legacy of Gra and your great ancestor, the architect.
But is that really the thing, like, we couldn't figure out? Like, hey, maybe if we work together, we won't all have to die on our own.
So, now you know the history of the first builders. But then, the enslaver, your grandfather, destroyed everything they had achieved because he hated all dinosaurs, and most of the humans, too. The citadels were torn down. The trust between humans and dinosaurs was trampled in the dirt. And now, the Tyran are back. Your father is a good man, but he no longer believes they can be defeated. He's wrong, Adam. They can be. Now that you've learned the architect's secrets, I can give you his flute. You must use it to build citadels.
The flute. The flute is going to build citadels for me.
And so Adam learned the great secret. He now knew what must be done. Men and dinosaurs had to learn to trust each other and work together to free the land from the tyranny of Marcus Rex.
Marcus Rex. It really bothers me that we can't do anything with this guy.
The secret to the
No,
building
please,
could
stop.
add the your
Like, I can't talk to him. He's just gonna be stuck here blowing this fucking trumpet forever. Alright. Let's back
Adam
out.
has found an interesting prism, Monk. I I remember my grandfather often spoke of it.
May I see it? Mysteries have always fascinated me.
I don't know, you haven't seemed to have made much progress with that tablet, but here.
Another mystery. I wonder if it can be used to see what is hidden. This curious tablet.
Can I use the triangle on the not triangle? Ah, yes, the TV cube.
Spying on me? Look well, human, look. And no fear. You think there is safety in Mo. Walls will not save your life. Nothing lives if I say it shall die. Already my warbands march and shed blood. Soon your brittle little bones will bleach beneath the Tyran's sun.
Gosh, what a stereotype of carnivore, human, sentient
Mortis
creatures.
Rex. I felt his thirst for killing. You have seen the enemy, my lord. Take the tablet. You brought it to life. Perhaps you can find some use for it. Fascinating. You achieved what I could not in more than 30 years. You've discovered the secret of Mukong's tablet. It is a sort of window.
Did you try rubbing things on it?
You should keep it, Adam.
Sure, let's just take that too.
Monk, you must talk to the king. He will listen to you. He must be persuaded that Adam's destiny is to lead us to victory against Morcus Rex.
I believe this is actually the general synopsis of this game, is we have to go around to all the different races and presumably solve a series of puzzles to get them to join our alliance.
What? Well, you know the king's views. How can Prince Adam possibly hope to defeat the Tyran armies?
A last alliance of men and dinosaurs.
Men and dinosaurs must stand firm. Otherwise, what hope have we? We need a leader, and Prince Adam has proved himself worthy. Would you rather wait for Morcus Rex himself to come and tear down the walls of Mo?
But Prince Adam isn't ready. He's never faced the Tyran. He knows nothing of the world outside Mo.
Well, whose fault is that, advisor guy and probably teacher?
And you think he'll learn by hiding inside this citadel? Will you teach him how to wage a war, Monk? No, he must learn for himself in the world outside.
I mean, aren't princes and such supposed to get a wide-ranging education on all the subjects they might need to know as king?
He won't be alone. There are many who long to fight for their freedom. The time is now.
At least that's what Long Live the Queen has taught me. If you don't know a lot of subjects, you will die and die and die.
You may be right, Dina. Maybe it is time we came out of hiding. The Tyran have spread too much destruction for too many years, and neither the king nor I have the spirit to face them in war. If these things are so, then Prince Adam must be allowed to follow his destiny. Very well. Let us talk to the king now.
Monk has joined your party. Alright, well, I think that's a pretty good look at Lost Odyssey here. Froze up right as I said that. It seems pretty cool. You know, again, I haven't played a lot of point-and-click adventures, but I'm enjoying how straightforward it has been so far. I haven't gotten to any puzzles where I'm just like, well, I gotta find this fucking tiny object somewhere on the screen. That's it. There hasn't been any pixel hunting so far. You know, like, the one item you need is this tiny little 4 pixels at the bottom. It's just been some pretty straightforward puzzles, and I dig that. So, save it here now. I think I actually do want to play through the rest of this, because I'm curious to see where this goes, and I like the whole weird dinosaur race setting. I mean, it's not exactly Dinotopia here. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So I've been Shadefire, this is Lost Odyssey, and we will be seeing more... Sorry, Lost Eden, not Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey is a JRPG. This is Lost Eden, and I will be checking out some other unusual games for a month or so of Dino, not just Jurassic Park games. And there are a few adventure games in there as well, so look forward to that. But until then, take care, everybody.